do we have that relationship strong enough to parang to make it to heaven, ganon. Kasi yung mga iaano ni Lord is those who He will deal with everyone talaga at the very end, and it's just a matter of did you do enough, are you strong enough to pass what he had told us to do in the times right now, ganon. Ayun.
Ako alam niyo, naalala ko yung sinabi ni Pastorang nung Sunday that salvation is just the start of your journey. Being faithful until the end. Parang that's what matters to the Lord talaga. It's not how you start, but how you finish. Sa totoo lang, ang mga Israelite din naman dati, di ba? They worship the Lord. They obeyed the Lord. Pero, like what Pastora Ana said, it doesn't matter how you started. What matters to the Lord is you're right now. You right now and how you would finish. Diba? Ito, I have, what do you call this? Ito yung mga nakuha ko dito. The reason the Lord is mad here in this scripture because Jerusalem has defiled themselves by having a different idol. By having a different God. Sabi dito sa verse 4, you are guilty because of the blood you have shed. Siyempre, meron din sila mga pinatay na inosenteng tao. Meron sila mga naapakang ibang tao. And then, you are defiled because of the idols you have made. Your day of destruction has to come. Remember, whatever your idol is right now will affect your action. So, kung ang idol nila dati is, for example, themselves, at gusto nila sila yung pinakamayaman, sila ang powerful, then they will kill anyone who might stop them from being the richest person or maybe the most powerful people, di ba? So, for example, if your, if your idol is your phone, remember, you won't even have time to do your devotion. You won't even have time to really pray and focus on, communing with the Lord. Diba? Kasi, ang pinaka nagpapalakas sa atin, sa relasyon natin sa Panginoon is when we commune with Him. Nakikipag-usap tayo sa Kanya through our devotion, through our prayers. Diba? So, paano tayo lalakas sa Panginoon kung palagi tayo nagsi-cellphone lang? Diba? It's not just for you guys, but also a reminder for me. Okay? So it's good to have your heart checked kung ano nga ba yung nagiging idol natin in life nowadays. It can be our phone, it can be games na masyadong nakakain yung oras natin. I'm not saying that you have to stop it, but ask yourself first, have I done this before I do this one? Have I talked to the Lord? Have I prayed to the Lord? Have I done my devotion already? Diba? You have to check your heart. What is becoming a barrier para hindi kayo magkaroon ng intimate relationship ni Lord? Kung ma-figure out mo kung ano yung barrier na yun, then that can be your idol. Intindihan nyo? It could be yourself too. You only want your time, you only want to handle your own time. Ayaw nyo nang naiistorbo kayong gawin to, gawin yan. It could be yourself too. Diba? So, whatever your idol is right now, hindi lang siya basta idol. It defiles you. Dinudumihan ka niya sa paningin ng Panginoon. Naintindihan nyo? Simply because you doesn't have any relationship with the Lord anymore. Diba? Another thing is that Sabi dito, oh, you are filled with idol worshippers and people who do obscene things. Ano ba yung sabihin ng obscene things? Yung mga sexual na bagay. Ano ba yung sinabi dito? Ano yung sabihin ng obscene? Ang sabi dito, offensive, rude, or shocking. Usually because of being too obviously related to sex or showing sex. So, may mga ginawa silang ganun din. Yung parang nakipagtalik sila sa dapat hindi nila pakikipagtalikan. Alam niyo naman yung mga bawal, di ba? And then next, ito yung pinaka-ano dito eh. Ang pinaka-nasaktan si Lord. Habang ginagawa natin yung mga bagay na hindi na nga kinakatawa ni Lord. Tapos may mga idol pa tayo. Ang sabi niya dito is, they never even think of me and my commands, says the sovereign Lord. Guys, alam nyo ang mga command ni Lord. Alam na natin ang command ni Lord. Kahit pa paano, though we don't have a lot of information right now, or maaaring hindi pa tayo masyadong maalam sa Bible, but we know the basic, di ba? The basic commands of the Lord. Di ba? Love your neighbor. Oh, yun na lang eh. Kahit isang command lang, love the Lord your God and love your neighbor. Umikot na lang tayo dun sa dalawang command na yun. Are you loving God already? Other than yourself? Other than above yourself? Above your family? Above your wife? Above your kids? Diba? Are you loving your neighbor? Are you putting their interest more than your interest? Di ba hindi din? So, ang nasasaktan si Lord dito is hindi natin siya naiisip kada gagawa tayo ng mga bagay na hindi niya kinatutuwa. Ano sabi niya dito? This is what the sovereign Lord says. Because you are all worthless slug. Sabi niya, worthless. Ibig sabihin pala, pag ginagawa natin yun, we are worthless. Alam niyo kung bakit? Simply because we are dishonoring His name. Sabi niya, and when I have been dishonored among the nations because of you, sabi niya, I will scatter you among, 16 pala yun, and when I have been dishonored among the nations because of you, you will know that I am the Lord. Sabi niya. Ayaw niya na He is being dishonored because napaka-importante sa Panginoon ang kanyang pangalan. Ang kanyang integrity. Ano ba tawag doon, anak? Tamang word doon? Napaka-importante sa Panginoon yung kanyang pangalan. Yung parang pagkakakilala sa kanya ng tao. Yes, reputation. Kasi isipin mo ha, if you are to call yourself Christian, ano ibig sabihin ng Christian? Follower of Christ. Alam ng classmate mo, you are a follower of Christ. Tapos biglang makikita ka nilang iba yung ginagawa mo. Then, are you glorifying the Lord? You are dishonoring His name. And, ano sabi ni Lord yun? When you do those things, you are worthless in the eyes of the Lord. Because sa totoo lang, our very purpose in this world is to what? To honor Him. Honor Him in what we do. Right? That is our purpose. And that is the kind of worship the Lord see as well. Diba? So if we are not doing that, if we are calling ourselves Christian, sabi nga ni Charles, then we are not doing it, then that's dishonoring the word of dishonoring God. And napapangiti ba natin ng Panginoon? Siyempre hindi. And when God is not pleased, He can, allow destruction to happen to our family. Nakakalungkot nga to, sabi dito sa 30, I look for someone who might rebuild the wall of righteousness that guards the land. I search for someone to stand in the gap in the wall so I wouldn't have to destroy the land. But I found no one. Alam Alam mo yun, galit na galit ka na. Galit na galit ka na, pero naghanap ka pa ng rason para lang hindi mo sirain yung lugar na yun. Alam mo yun, kung gaano siya ka-graceful, kung gaano siya ka-merciful, hindi niya tinitingnan yung buong kasalanan ninyo. Naghahanap siya kahit isa lang. Hindi ko kayo i-distract, hindi ko kayo i-destroy. Kailangan ko lang makakita ng isa. Nakikita nyo, ayaw niyang gawin yun because He loved us. Pero wala siyang nakita kahit isa. Pag hindi niya kasi ginawa, yung sinabi niyang may distraction when you disobey Him, paano pa tayo maniniwala sa Kanya? He needs to do that. Because when He say He will punish someone because of disobedience, He will do that. Pero nakita niyo yung puso niya dito, trinay niya pang maghanap ng kahit isang tao para lang hindi sirain yung buong lugar ng Israel, buong lugar ng Jerusalem. Pero wala siyang nakita. I am praying and hoping, kids, Daddy, that when the Lord look at our family, may makita siya kahit isa. Para magdalawang isip rin siyang i-destroy yung family natin. Ipasok yung, alam niyo yun, because the Lord can protect, can bless us, and can protect us. Whatever blessing we have right now, He can protect us. Ang ibig ko sabihin is pwede niyang harangan yung mga bagay-bagay na pumasok sa pamilya natin para matanggal yung blessing na yun. Nagigets nyo? He can bless us but also He can protect that blessing para walang mag-devour nun. Mag-destroy nun. Diba? Pero, if the Lord won't see kahit isa sa atin, then what's gonna happen to us? That's why we are called family. We have to help each and every one of us na mag-grow kay Lord. That's why we are doing this. Because learning every Sunday is not enough. Lalo na kung nagsiselfon ka lang naman talaga sa Sunday. Lalo na kung every Sunday naman na pupunta tayo sa church, aalis ka din naman. 'Di ba? Or hindi mo, andoon ka nga pero hindi ka rin naman nakikinig. 'Di ba? Kung hindi natin ipapasok sa puso natin, yung wala din. That's why I'm encouraging you, Carlene and Charles, to still do your devotion. Because that's your personal communication with the Lord. 'Di ba? We have to help each and every one of us. That's why I'm reminding you, Carlene, Charles. Carlene, Charles, Daddy, did you do your devotions? when I reminded you guys, do it right away. Kasi you don't wanna miss it. You don't wanna miss talking to your God. Sabi dito, sana guys, I am praying as well. Even me, I am praying, Holy Spirit, na sana before I do things na makakapagpalungkot sa Panginoon, sana maalala ko muna siya. Sabi dito, they never even think of me and my commands. Sana, di ba? Isipin din natin ang Panginoon bago natin gawin yung mga bagay-bagay. Kasi after all, tayo yung inuna niya bago yung sarili niya. Inuna niyang mamatay para sa atin, di ba? Inuna niyang masaktan na lang siya ng mga ng mga tao noon. Ano ba, kinoronahan siya, pinako siya, dinuraan siya, si Jesus, diba? Oh. He knows already na mangyayari yun sa kanya. That's why he is praying in the Garden of Gethsemane. Kaya siya umiiyak noon. Kasi alam niya na yung mangyayari sa kanya, kung gaano kahirap yun. Pero anong ginawa niya? Ginawa pa rin niya yun. Yeah, sinabi niya sa tatay niya, let your will be done. So, kaya sana, when we do things na alam natin ikakalungkot ng Panginoon, unahin naman din natin siya katulad ng pag-una niya sa atin. Diba? Nalulungkot ako kasi ako din, madalas ko din nineneglect yung mga command ng Panginoon. And this is not just a reminder to you guys, but it's a reminder to me as well. Na sana maalala ko kung napapangiti ko ba si Lord or mapapalungkot ko siya. Siguro Carlene Charles, Daddy, ako din. Pag may gagawin kayong bagay, ask yourself first, mapapangiti ko ba si Lord dito? Kahit simple question lang sa sarili nyo, mapapangitan ko ba si Lord dito? Oh. Bago mo sabihin yung isang bagay, bago mo patulan yung daddy mo, bago mo sagutin ang daddy mo, bago mo asarin yung mga anak mo, bago natin asarin ang isa't isa. Diba? Bago kita sagutin, ganun. Mapapangiti ko ba si Lord dito? Tatandaan ninyo, we are here to build the wall and not tear each other's wall. Naiintindihan nyo? We have to help each other so that when the Lord check it, ay, meron pa ba akong faithful servant sa pamilyang to? Makikita niya tayong lahat. Hindi lang isa, kundi lahat tayo because we are helping to build each other's wall and not to destroy it. Naintindihan nyo? Okay.